Угу. Все, вроде работает. Всем здравствуйте, меня зовут Аркадий. Сегодня мы наконец-то допроходим, надеюсь, Killer Frequency. Ну что, поехали. Что там было в конце, я не помню уже. За нами, по-моему, маньяк гонялся. Нет, не гонялся еще. Так, это не то. Вот это. За нами не гонялся маньяк, он звонил. Мы вроде выяснили, что это какая-то женщина. И мы не дали ей убить нашего чувака с собакой. Так, что делать надо? Я забыл уже. Поставить пластинку. Что сегодня играем? Давай Storm Rider. Ну и ладно. Ага, меня готовят уже к концу, да, я так понимаю? И я снова забыл включить звук. Класс. Ну ничего. Ничего такого не было.
Let's roll.
You got it. We've got another call coming through, too.
Давай, погнали.
Welcome
Hello.
back to 189.16, The Scream. I believe we have another caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, it's me, Roller Ricky.
Вот его мы, кстати, спасли.
Good to hear from you again. How are you both doing?
Oh, we're good, man, thanks to you. You're like our guardian angel.
That wouldn't be a bad look for you, Forrest. A little White Wing Halo number? Maybe something for the K-Fam Halloween party.
All right,
Mosty.
everyone, let's calm down. Ricky, I'm just glad we could help you and Maxie.
Блин.
Is there anything else we can help you with, Ricky?
Actually, I think I have some info that might help you.
О, давай.
Did you see or hear anything during the attack earlier?
Not exactly. You see, man, me and Jason know each other.
You know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gallows High and played on the football team together. He was a
Who's it,
gnarly
Jason?
offensive linesman, and I was our star wide receiver. Runner Ricky, they called me.
All right, and
Что за Джейсон?
what does that have to do with tonight?
Я не помню
because
такого.
George, the guy who drowned, he was on our team too.
Tell me about him. What was George like?
I didn't know him for long, man. Sad to say. We had our
Джейсон
first team
утонул,
party
это отсылочка,
on
да?
the night he
Отсылочка?
drowned. He seemed like such a good dude.
Ricky, were you there when George drowned?
No, man. Once the party turned, I beat feet out of there. Man, I remember George and his girl there. There was a whole lot of love, man. I could see it, you know?
Ricky, listen, this is very important. I need to know everything about her.
I didn't really know her before, or see her after that. I never even got her name, man. I just remember he called her Bean.
Then what did she look like? Please, tell us anything you remember.
I just remember a
Фамилия
pretty
была
girl, man.
Урфис у Джейсона.
Sorry.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long. What happened?
We were
А
just
потом?
having a good time, and then the next thing I knew, everyone was running for their life. I looked up and saw a goddamn whistling man in the trees. And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home.
На роликах,
Didn't
наверное.
know about George until next morning at school.
I'm guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
Yeah. I don't know how George died, but I always felt like if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me. Samantha.
Ricky, it wasn't your fault. You're not a bad person.
I know that now, ma'am. It took a long time to learn, but... Yeah. Just thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Ну, не сильно
Thank
много
you,
информации.
This helps. Thank you.
Не
got
очень-то и
it, man.
помог. Но спасибо.
Anyway, I think it's time for me and Maxie to free up your phone lines. Thanks for listening, man. I'll let you to it.
Night, Ricky. All right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has any info about this mysterious being, please call in.
If she
Блин,
was
чего
George's
конфетку?
girlfriend back then, she's probably in her mid to late 30s now. Huh. Oh, we have another call coming in. But
Давай, давай, давай.
hang on.
Ну?
What's up, Peggy? Peggy?
Эй,
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this. I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back through to you. Sounds like it's been a busy
О,
night, huh?
это же
Surprise!
та с 911,
It's
которая
Leslie,
уехала за
911
помощью.
operator, leading the charge from
Оператор спасения, точно.
It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
Doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
We're happy to have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into
Sarah.
radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
It's been non-stop since you left. Please tell us you're bringing help.
You bet! I'm leading a whole goddamn squad towards Gallows Creek as we speak. Turns out somebody
Ну,
had cut
хорошо.
the phone lines. They had no idea what was happening.
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the whistling man?
Мне показалось, что они уже
I'm
подъезжают.
guessing so. I don't know how
Или это по телефону.
how the whistling man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the whistling man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
You can count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The whistling man already called up a few times. I bet she calls again. We're still a little
Ага.
ways out of town. So
Надо
if she
развести её на
calls,
звонок.
stall her.
Правильно понимаю?
Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is. We'll be listening in. So once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime.
А что, звучит плохо?
Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars. Take care.
We'll see you soon, Leslie. Thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
Best we don't waste any time then. Let's get back on air.
You got it. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off. Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now, let's bring in our next caller. Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Hello, Forrest. This is John Hedges. I'm here with Casey. I wanted to give you an update on Jason.
John,
это еще кто?
is he going to be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be fine. We've got him stabilized and resting in a bed. We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much.
А,
If you hadn't been
это военный
there,
врач, которого
God,
мы
how do you
нашли
wanna
в
think
базе.
about what would have happened?
Of course,
Где мы там кучу
Casey.
дискет перебирали.
We're just
Ну,
happy
не
he's
кучу,
okay.
но перебирали.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Is this Forrest?
The one and only. I hope you're feeling better.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know, I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg, but John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you.
Ну, неплохо. Хоть не всех убили.
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But,
Но.
before that, I needed to call you. I'm guessing the whistling man is still out there?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I wanted to talk to you about that.
Go for it.
We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky? Is he alright?
He is now. I mean, he was attacked earlier, but this call came after.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in
Не
on what
обламывай.
happened. I'll be right back.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason. Where was I? Ah, yep. Ricky's fine. You don't need to worry about him.
Мы спасли
That's a
его.
relief.
He told us about George.
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now. It's been tough
Wait
to
a
hold it
minute.
all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest. And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time. It was hell. And then the town just moved on. Like he'd never existed.
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers. We decided to plan a party in the
понятно.
woods.
Студентики приехали в лес и начали самоубиваться.
Crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. At the party that night, I left the group for a second. Met our whistling man. Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic. Those screams. That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead.
Ее.
But when I heard her scream,
Ricky mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean. Oh yeah. I guess George did call her that. Yeah. He called her Bean.
Ну, это, короче, так, кто
I
и
heard her
звонила.
again tonight,
Тут
Forrest.
все сразу понятно.
Her name was...
What? What happened? Are we
Опа.
still on air?
Я не пойду вниз.
How do
Нет,
we
я
get
не
it
хочу.
back on?
Не пойду.
An emergency broadcast?
Emergency? You know, nuclear war, alien attack.
О, у него тоже качающаяся фигурка.
Fair point.
Там нас убьют, короче. Да не вернусь я уже. Надо было бежать сразу. Где тут? Стоял же. Баллон пожарный. Куда вы его дели? Я хоть им отмахиваться буду. Для храбрости. Чё так тихо сразу? Бля, крипово. Если что, прям в лицо ему кинул. Мухи. Бля, сраная труба. Я знаю, что не сюда, но я так проверить на всякий случай. Ну, конечно, лифт еще поднят. Выходи. Собака. Ничего не видно. Может, просто свалить отсюда? Сбежать? Как мышь. В дальнем углу, где искал кассеты. Красная кнопка.
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
И она. А вот и она.
That must be it.
Здесь нет никого? Где ты прячешься, блин? Ну ладно.
Boom! We've got power.
Нет? Никто не кинь?
The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy.
Давай, найди палку. Вон, доску отломай. Слышите? Кто-то ходит. Верстку можно взять. Пырну его, если что. Не шуми. Где-то слева. Блять. Ты что ли наделала, бабочка? Что за херь? Блять. Я же вздрогнул. Ну, блять, выходи. Где ты там? Опа.
Oh no. Peggy, where'd you go?
Твою мать.
What the? No way. This can't be happening.
Ты чё, тварь?
Where's Peggy, Don?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show.
Давай раз на раз выходи.
Just yet. Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
What do you mean? Make the most of it how?
Well, I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Oh, let me take that out of your
У кого?
mouth.
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait,
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago. But even if you crawled out of his coffin with all the money in the world,
wait.
А где он?
Where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy.
Чё за
If he
бред?
says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
Wait, then who am I looking at?
А,
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows
Пегги,
Creek
что ли?
to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Кто это?
Your son? You mean you... Wait, that he...
Yes, Forrest. He and I had
У
a
нас?
son.
Нет, у нас сына нет.
So there were
Это не
two
мой.
whistling men tonight. Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this. There we go.
Marie Campbell?
А, ну роль оружейная, им говорил, точно.
Oh, well, it sure has been years since I last saw it. Oh, God
Oh.
damn it.
Уф.
I'd be quiet if I were you, Teddy.
But
I'd listen to Forrest. Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
listen to me.
М.
You're gonna talk when I talk to you. And not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Ладно. Блин, ну ее все равно посадят, да, наверное? Время не идет. Ну смотри, я расскажу. Она же не сможет скрыться, полиция едет. Зато еще и того мудака посадят. Ну, если это правда, конечно. А если я не буду, она просто его убьет. И убьет Пегги. И, возможно, и меня. Ну, давай,
Okay,
ладно.
Marie. I'll do it.
Good. Then let's talk about the night George was murdered.
Murdered? Listen,
I said you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
Interview you. All right, I can do that.
Thank you. I want you to help me and Teddy tell the story, Forrest. Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
Угрозы? Полетели угрозы?
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get
Ну
back
плюс
to
потянуть
Gallows
время, да,
Creek,
надо.
and if I
Это
can find out where
правильная
Marie
мысль.
is,
Правильно.
this can
Think
end.
about.
Teddy, we'll start with you. Just talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
how would I know? It was 20 years ago.
Teddy, be honest with me or we're both going to die.
Honest? Forrest, I'm trapped here with
Да
a
владни ему.
psycho. What the hell?
Спасибо.
God damn it. Okay. Our first team party was coming up. And when I saw the
А,
date,
Тедди это не тот мудак, который звонил и что-то
I
там
had
про
an
город
idea
говорил?
for a way we
Не
could
помните?
prank the new guys.
Я не помню.
I understand that kids in Gallows Creek know tonight as Whistling Night. I'm guessing that's what you mean?
Well, we didn't have a name for it then. It was just the night that Mooney went missing. But Whistling Night is what they'd call it later.
Wait. You mean this was the first Whistling Night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there?
Вообще говоря.
Me, Jason,
Что-то про дотеров было сейчас, да?
George, of course. But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky. He was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know. Because I'm a decent man.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do. He had
Так, а нафига она
some
диван
issues.
перевернула?
Wasn't
Что за бред?
stable.
Он. Не она, а
I
он.
didn't want him to hurt his chances in life. So I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Keep talking.
About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there. Bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man. Screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
No, Marie, you're wrong. Ricky didn't know.
What?
Did you miss that part of the broadcast? I spoke to him earlier. He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut. If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But he... Well... It doesn't matter.
О,
He didn't run his
начинает
mouth.
раскаиваться,
Told
что
anybody about it afterwards.
чуть не убила
He's still
невиновного.
guilty.
It was just a stupid prank.
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on. Oh, God damn it.
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Oh. Well, shame he didn't
Как
have the
все-таки
good
она
sense
стерва,
to
да?
die earlier. He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the Whistling Man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
I can stall for time here. Tell me, what happened next?
I suddenly recognized it was
Чак.
Chuck.
Что еще за Чак?
Chuck
Чак Норрис? Чак Броди?
was the Whistling
Ну,
Man,
Чак Броди.
laughing away. But then he stops, and he's looking up at
Там?
the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at?
Что?
Teddy, what happened next?
Nothing. I mean, it was just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
Why'd he fall, Teddy?
He just...
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man, too, and...
I didn't push him, God damn it! I just chased him up there and he kept backing up. When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out.
Ладно, я не буду комментировать такую тупость.
You liar! It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke. If he'd had any brains, he would have realized. Ugh. You bitch. No one's going to believe this. After all you did.
Even if you didn't push him, you still chased him to his death.
I can't be blamed for someone not getting a joke. Ugh.
I think Marie would disagree. But if you really felt that way, why the cover-up?
My future was at stake, Nash. You know what it's like.
Не, я не понимаю.
People like us are bred for bigger things.
Теперь понимаю, что это за засранец.
I'm going to be the mayor of this town, Forrest. And then governor. And then who knows?
А дальше трупом.
What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke gone wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up. Why should have lived?
Да. Ты, блядь, человека убил.
George was a blip.
That's an evil thing to say, Teddy.
That's the way it is.
Ты мой папа, блядь, засранец, как и ты. Что за
You never
херня?
found his body, Marie?
I looked all night. Jogger found him the next morning, washed up on the river. Instead of telling the truth, she lied. She said she found him in the reservoir.
Our jazz runner, Sandra Sharp.
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking. That he'd just got himself into trouble. And
Короче, купили всех.
I'm sorry. For all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her sister's life. And her own.
even still, she should have told
Блин,
the
тоже
truth.
бумажки сюда поставили.
I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper.
Эй, ты в маске.
No.
Дай-ка бумажек.
Killed the story. But Maurice Russell is dead now.
When will the killing end, Marie?
End. When does it end?
You can't kill the world. This has to stop sometime.
It has to. It never should have started. He shouldn't have pushed my George off the cliff. He should have been punished. It's coming to a stop. At least for now. Here, where George and I first met. Before he joined your football team.
Надо еще и место теперь угадать, да?
Right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec.
Стадион.
You're at the
Не
football
подходи,
field.
блядь.
Jesus Christ! Forrest, you idiot! We're in the gym at Gallows Creek High!
I told you not to do that.
Wait,
He's
В смысле,
dead too now.
какой спортзал? Спортзалы маленькие. Футбольное поле большое. Какой бросок победный? Что за
I think
бред?
that about wraps up the interview with Teddy. So, Marie, where? Oh my God,
О,
Peggy!
Teddy, Peggy. It's been
Блядь.
so long since I've seen
Только
your
не
face.
Пегги.
I worried you wouldn't come.
Нет, отпусти
Here I was,
ее.
thinking you'd forgot me.
I'd never forget my own sister.
О,
What the hell? Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even there?
Wanna explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. Do you remember? Well, It was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died. And that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out
that my sister is the whistling man.
Сраный мелкий пирожок. Лучше бы не приезжал сюда.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
Зачем я вообще приехал?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or
Не, ну сестру-то она убивать, наверное, не станет. Или станет?
And I just...
You should have said something. You should have told me.
I know, okay? I should have. But I didn't imagine this situation then, so just... What happened to you, Marie?
Уйди, ты нервируешь меня.
You just disappeared one day.
Disappeared? I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that
Он уже ушел?
night. But did they care?
Нет.
No. They told me to stay quiet. They only cared when they learned I was being George. And
Marie, I'm so sorry. I never knew.
it's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
You mean Peggy, don't you, Marie?
Someone has to pay for what they did.
Marie,
Ты вообще
please.
больная, что ли?
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me. Just like the rest. You forgot.
Is there any way I can prove Peggy didn't forget Marie?
Эй, засранец, иди сюда. Че ушел, зассал? Давай, давай.
It hurt to be forgotten. I never forgot you. Well, no one's gonna forget now.
Че? Какого хрена?
Peggy, no!
Какого хрена? Что за бред? Я только нашел. Бля.
Henry, kill him.
Сука, давай. Раз на раз, блядь. Или кофейником.
Henry, you don't have to do
Давай,
this.
блядь.
There's
Иди
still
сюда.
time to make the right decision.
Сука, вовремя.
Henry, get out of there!
Стой, блядь! А!
Henderson, police! Freeze!
Стена невидимая.
Forrest.
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She.
Бля.
Oh my god.
Peggy, where's Marie?
Gone. Bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. Won't be long now.
Ну и
It's
пиздец.
over, Forrest.
Нахуй, я увольняюсь с этой работы. Сплошной стресс. Бля, серьезно? Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь, восемь, девять, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, блядь, человек умерло. Пицца, блядь, еще сраная, понька.
One suspect is in custody. Trail the other suspect into the nearby woods.
Бля, у Паги не такая прическа была. Или такая? Не такая. Где собака? Здесь собака еще надо.
It's a killer frequency. I can feel my heartbeat and
Прибывайся ты, блядь.
out of my chest. Put the radio
Прибывайся.
on and it's playing the song we love best.
О. Я женат на инопланетянине. Это все? Блин, ну, ладно. На сегодня все. Это оказалось меньше, чем я думал, но все равно. Че, поиграем завтра во что-нибудь еще, так что переходите на стрим. Стримлю этот в